that your job? Let him do it. He came all the way over here just to do that. And
Good afternoon, Swanee. How you doing? Mr. Verlon Thompson.
I had a feeling that's what you were going to say. Oh, yeah. Take courage, my soul. Let us take courage, my soul. Let us journey on. The night is dark, but I'm not alone. Praise be to God, when the morning light appears, and the storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Yeah, the storm is passing over. Hallelujah. I say the storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Yeah, the storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Take courage, my soul. Let us journey on. Though the night is dark, I am not alone. Thanks be to God, that morning light will appear. Everybody sing. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Yeah, the storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Yeah, one more time. I said the storm is passing over. Yeah, the storm is passing over. Yeah, the storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. Yeah, the storm is passing over. Yeah, the storm is passing over. Hallelujah. All right. I say the storm is passing over. Yeah, the storm is passing over. Yeah, the storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Yeah, the storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. In a South Texas town, a little bitty border town, sat a boy and his guitar, and the people came from all around, and all the girls from there to Austin. They were slipping away from home and putting jewelry in hot to take the trip to go and listen to that little dark-haired boy play that Tennessee flat top box, and he would play. Then one day he was gone, nobody ever saw him round. He disappeared and from this little Texas border town, and all the girls, they still dreamed about him. And they hung around the cabaret until the doors were locked. And then one day on the hit parade, they heard that little dark-haired boy playing that Tennessee flat top box, and he would play. Miss your greasy bacon, Lord, I miss your scrambled eggs. Hey, I miss your greasy bacon, don't you know I miss your scrambled eggs? I miss your rock tomatoes, and I miss your skinny chicken legs. Well, I miss your new potatoes, Lord, I miss your butter beans. I miss your new potatoes, darling. You know I miss your butter beans. And did I fail to mention the way you boil my turnip greens? Well, there ain't nothing in the oven, and the coolerator's dry. I'm starving for your loving, Lord. I miss you, pumpkin pie. Oh, I miss your jams and jellies, Lord. I miss your sugar bowl. Yeah, I miss your jams and jellies, darling. Don't you know I miss my favorite little sugar bowl? make my Tootsie Roll. Yes, I need more time. I'd sit down on the riverbank and I'd wet my fishing line and spend the whole day looking for a perfect Valentine. I'd climb that hill that's called out to me since I was a kid, and I'd live the way I said I would, but somehow never did. I need more time. Yes, I need more time. I take my dad's old pickup truck as far as it would go, maybe up to Calgary to see that rodeo. I'd stop in a little cafe with a waitress, bless her heart, and I'd leave $100 tip. Hey, that would be a start. But I need more time. Yes, I need more time. So if you wake and find me sitting downstairs in the dark, staring out at nothing, listening to an old dog bark, just come lay down beside me till the dawn comes breaking through. I forget about all these other dreams when it comes to holding you. 'Cause when it comes to holding you, I need more time. Yes, I need more time. Hey, I need more sunset, pretty little red dirt farm, and a red-haired girl with a red bandana tattooed around her arm. A red-tailed hawk making lazy circles in the red sky up above, and Redbone on the radio singing, "Come and get your love." They kept singing, "Hey, hey, what's the matter with you? Come and get your love. Come and get your love. Come and get your love." We were loading red meat watermelons on my grandpa's old red truck. Our necks were red and peeling, 'cause we never did look up, till we'd worked right through not one but two new pair of red wing gloves, and we kept Redbone on that radio singing, "Come and get your love." Everybody help me. Hey, hey, what's the matter with you? Come and get your love. Hey, 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 come and get your love. Well, you could save a couple bucks and you could buy the 45, but if you got real lucky, man, you got to see them live singing, "Hey, hey, what's the matter with your mind and your mind, and you look so divine. Come and get your love, yeah. Come and get your love. Come and get your love." I had a red and white Ford Fairlane parked on Red Rock Canyon Road. That's where she stole my heart, and she left her mark, red lipstick on my coat. Lord, I thought I could keep her happy, oh, but she could never get enough. Redbone on the radio singing, "Come and get your love." She kept singing along, "Hey, hey, what's the matter with you? Hey, all right. Come and get your love." That's right. Come and get your love. Remember when they did this? "Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now." Oh yeah. Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Oh yeah. Come and get your love. Yeah. Come and get your love. Come and get your love. Talking about a red river and a red sunset in a pretty little red dirt farm. Oh, thank y'all. That's another pretty new one. That's about the group Redbone that had that song out, you know, "Come and Get Your Love." They back when I was a teenager in Oklahoma in the 70s, that song was on 24/7 on every channel. No matter where you dialed on the radio dial, that song was playing. And I don't know, I just took a little run down memory lane there. I'm glad y'all went with me. I'm glad you remember it. Man, by the way, welcome back to the Roots Revival. I mean, hell. And who among us does not need their root revived every now and then? I gotta say, I'm one of those, and this is what does it for me every year, man.
That's right.
I don't know. What do y'all want to hear?
Come back again.
Once I was a Christian, I lived upon this earth. And I died and I went to heaven, where I got my second birth. So I came back as an acorn, and I grew to be a tree. And I made a mighty shade when the sun came down on me. And one life I was an outlaw, and I lived up in the hills. And I'd run the alcohol to the buyers from the stills. At 100 miles an hour on a downhill mountain road, I just turned into a white dove and I let go of my load. And then the last time I came through here, I was a summer wind, and I whispered on your wheat fields and I called a cool rain in. Then I carried all your laughter and your sweet old fiddle tunes. I carried them right up through the rafters and sang them to the harvest moon. Once I was a singer, and music was my church. And I put myself through hell trying to write the perfect verse. So I came back as a chorus, that's the best part of the song. 'Cause all your friends remember, and they all sing along.
Your friend.
Like the Christian and the outlaw, and like that summer wind, and like a singer to the chorus, I will come back again. Like a singer to the chorus, I will come back again. Thank y'all. What's that? The guitar song. Well, I just did that a few minutes ago. I tell you what, I'll do the good part. You're welcome. Well, my little darling took me to hear the symphony. I've always loved good picking. It sounded like a good idea to me. I sat all night waiting. Now see, they had all kinds of fiddles tucked underneath their chins, and I sat all night waiting for the guitars to come in. And they almost got it, so close but yet so far, and I almost bought it, y'all. It was close but no guitar. Well, the kid that lives next door to me, he drives a beat-up Ford, and he loves it when them woofers are blowing down his doors. One day I finally told him, and I think I made him mad. I said, son, you add a little flat top to that, and it wouldn't sound half bad. Yeah, he almost got it, so close but yet so far. He almost bought it, y'all. It was close but no guitar. They were beating on their drums. They had the kettle boiling, and before they threw me in, I said, boys, you got my guitar. Do you mind if I sat in? They almost got it, so close but yet so far, and I almost bought it. It was close. It was mighty close, y'all. Yes, it was close but no guitar. I got an old blue shirt, and it suits me just fine. I like the way it feels, and I wear it all the time. I got an old guitar that won't ever stay in tune. I like the way it sounds in a dark and empty room. I got an old pair of boots, and they fit just right. Now I can work all day, and I can dance all night. I got an old used car that runs just like a top. I get the feeling it ain't ever gonna stop. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. I got a pretty good friend, and he's seen me at my worst. And he can't tell if I'm a blessing or a curse. But he always shows up when the chips are down. And that's the kind of stuff I like to be around. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the kind of stuff stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. I got a woman I love, she's crazy and paints like God. She's got a playground sense of justice, she don't take odds. Now I got a tattoo with her name right through my soul, and I think everything she touches turns to gold. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the kind of stuff you don't hang on your wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. That's a Guy Clark song, by the way. Man, I've been working on this little project for about 3 years now, me and my wife. I took an old house. Well, this is another project, but it started with, the first project was turning a barn into a house. I took an old 50-year-old barn, and then I took some 150-year-old log cabins, and I tore them all apart and put them back together, and now I got a barn and a house in a barn suit, basically. And I used to have, well, I still do, but years ago, when it still had a dirt floor and a tin ceiling and everything, I used to have these picking parties out there, and we'd just go crazy. And one night, somebody called it Barnegie Hall. I said, man, that's a great idea for a song. So I wrote a song about it. And after I wrote the song, my wife said, you know what? She said, Barnegie Hall, that'd be a great name for a TV show. We could do it out there, film it at your barn house, and people could come and visit and pick, and we could call it Barnegie Hall. And I said, okay. So we did. And we took it to several TV networks, and nobody wanted it. So we said, to hell with y'all, we'll do it ourselves. So we put it on Amazon, and it was on there for a while, and all of a sudden the TV people started coming back around. And a couple of days ago, we found out it's going to be on PBS. You just never know what happens when you write a damn song. I said, hey, let's all play. Now you kick it off and I'll turn it around. Hey, let's all stay until the sun comes up or we all fall down. Well, it's got a dirt It's got an old dirt floor and a tin roof ceiling. The dogs are barking, the babies are squealing, the gang's all here, and I got a feeling we're gonna have a time tonight. Old Freddie pulls a fiddle from a wore-out case, and Willie goes to wailing on a washtub bass. I grab my guitar and fall in place. Man, it sure feels right. Somebody said, hey, let's all play. They said, you kick it off and I'll turn it around. Hey, let's all stay until the sun comes up or we all fall down. Now there's somebody brought a chicken that's just been fried. There's a basket of biscuits stacked sky high. There's apple and peach and there's pumpkin pie, and there's a bucket of banana pudding. There's beer in the cooler, sweet tea in the pitcher. Uncle Buck's old truck's where we hide the liquor. He's already drunk and leaning on a preacher. We're gonna hear about that Sunday morning, guaranteed. Meantime, hey, let's all play. Now you kick it off and I'll turn it around. Hey, hey, let's all stay until the sun comes up and we all fall down. Dancing in the haylofts, they're dancing in the stall. It's a homegrown, down-home hillbilly ball. Somebody called it Barnaby Hall. Man, we should have sold tickets. Pick it one more time. Hey, let's all play. Now you kick it off and I'll turn it around. Hey, why don't we just stay until the sun comes up? Keep kicking it off, I'll keep turning it around till the sun comes up or we all fall down. Man, I'm sorry to act all Hollywood on y'all, but the gnats are going for my eyeballs. Are they bothering y'all? They're all up here with me. It's all right. What's that? Yeah, well, it's that smell that comes with the barn, you know. That's why they're after me. I know what it is. Oh, let me see, man. I'll do that one in a little while. That's just too much like the one I just did. What else? Hell, you know what? I'm just like Guy Clark. He used to get that going, and then he'd just do whatever he wanted to do anyway.
You don't tell us what to drink, we want to tell you what to play.
Oh, man. Oh, don't worry about the gnats. I'll deal with the gnats. They ain't bothering me.
Essential oils.
Well, I don't remember anything I did with Mary Gaucher. That was her song. I was just playing along. I don't know. I don't know the words to her songs. Ooh, to live is to fly. I hadn't done that in 100 years.
Great song.
Days up and down they come. I don't know. You may have to help me. Let me see if I can do at least a little bit of that. rain on a conga drum. The days up and, no, see, yeah.
Days up and down they come like rain on the tongue. Forget most.
Oh, to live is to fly, both low and high. Shake the dust off of your wings and the tears out of your eyes. I'll miss the system here. The bottom's low and the treble's clear, but it don't pay to think too much on the things you leave behind. Oh, to live is to fly, both low and high. Shake the dust off of your wings and the sleep out of your eyes. Oh, God, yeah. We all got holes to fill. Them holes is all that's real. It don't make to think too much on the things you leave behind. So to live is to fly, both low and high. Just shake the dust off of your wings and the tears out of your eyes. Shake the dust off of your wings and the sleep out of your eyes. Thanks for the help, brother. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, yeah, now you blow my skirt up here. I'll blow them all back out there at y'all.
Let it roar.
We'll do this for my buddy Frank Serio. He couldn't be here this year. I think it's maybe the first year in many, many years he's not here. Old Frank, he's usually running around down front taking pictures. He's always got a camera stuck right in my face up here. But that's how I got to know him and love him. And now he's got something going on with his old leg. I don't know what it is, but he's not supposed to be running around taking pictures. So I'm going to do this song I wrote with old Frank. It was interesting because I just knew Frank as a picture taker. He was always at these festivals running around up here, you know, snapping pictures. And then I missed him for a while. A couple of years passed, and when he turned back up, he was like a shadow of his former self. And I said, Frank, what's going on, man? And where you been? He said, well, I had to have a liver transplant. And he said, I almost didn't make it. He said they couldn't find a liver for me, and they had me there in the room. They had called my family in to tell me goodbye, and they was all gathered around, and it was getting all emotional, and all of a sudden the doctors busted through the door and said, get out of the way, we got a liver for this man. And they hauled him off down the hallway and stuck a new liver in him. I said, man, Frank, what were you thinking when you was laying there thinking you were saying your last goodbyes? He said, you know what, he said, it's crazy. But I laid there and I started thinking, man, I wish I'd have written some songs. I said, well, we can make that happen, buddy. So I invited him out there to my barn house, and this is the song we wrote out there. What it was, it ain't no more. It's just a shadow of the place it was before. There's blackbirds, lonesome blackbirds, on our front porch swing, and in our backyard there ain't a flower to be seen. And I see faces behind the empty eyes, I hear voices behind those empty smiles. I could blame it on the years or the tears I'm looking through, but the truth is, darling, it's just that I don't see you. Adelaide, you said if you love somebody, you set them free. I still believe that we gave up too easily, but that's just me, Adelaide. The last I heard, you were up in Roanoke. The preacher said he got the word through your kinfolk. He said you've been thinking about Savannah. Well, you always did, I know. Well, you'll fit in right in, girl, where all them wild roses grow. Adelaide, you said if you love somebody, you set them free. I still believe that we gave up too easily, but that's just me, Adelaide. Well, I'd write you a letter, but I don't know where I'd send it. I wouldn't know where to begin, and I sure wouldn't know how to end it. Anyway, my old feebled mind most likely couldn't find the words I'm looking for, 'cause what it was, it ain't no more. Adelaide, you said if you love somebody, you set them free. I still believe that we gave in too easily, but that's just me, Adelaide. I know if you love somebody, you set them free. I still believe that we gave up too easily, that's just me, Adelaide. Oh man, I had no idea how much time I got left. Oh, hey, we got a clock. Got a few more minutes. Well, I just had, what is today? 13th. On the 11th, I had an anniversary. 10-year anniversary of being married to the same girl.
How about that?
Actually, I've been loving that same girl for 18 years. So, you know, the official thing is 10 years, but it's been a lot longer than that. And I still love waking up every day and looking over there and seeing that little old sleepy-eyed hair pasted to the side of her face and drool coming down her cheek. Usually got that cat all snuggled up. I can't get anywhere near her because she's got that cat all snuggled up by her. No, I'm just kidding. I love waking up and looking over there, and she looks like an angel. She's perfect. Her skin is perfect. There's a glow around her. She's got a smile on her face. But she's still got that cat all snuggled up there, and I can't get him. No, man. So here's the truth about this. We really did. We dated for about 8 years, you know, just to make sure. Well, that's mainly on my account, because I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and both of us wanted to make sure I was okay. So after 8 years of dating, she walked up to me one day and she said, "Verlon," she said, "now listen, I've been listening to your songs for 8 years." She said, "You got songs about guitars, and you got songs about horses and tractors." And she said, "And I hear songs about other women, Ada Lee and people like that." And she said, "I hate to even bring it up. Maybe I've just missed it." She said, "But I don't think I've heard anything about me in any of those songs, have I?" I just looked her right in the eye, and I swallowed real hard, and I lied like a dog. And I said, "No, you're exactly right, sweetie." I said, "You have not heard a song about you, but I said, I'm working on one, and you're going to love it." I said, "I'm right in the middle of it." And she said, "Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I'm so sorry. Forgive me." I said, "It's all right. Don't worry." And she walked away, and I said, "Oh, shit. Now I've painted myself in a corner." So I could not figure out how to say this. See, you want to say it perfectly. It's a song for the one you love, and you want it to be perfect, and you know it can't be perfect, so therefore you just wind up putting it off and putting it off. And finally I said, I got to write something. Thank goodness on that very day I said that to myself. I heard an interview on the radio. They were interviewing this lady opera singer from Chicago who had just married an Indiana hog farmer. I said, "Well, that gives me hope, you know." And they asked the lady opera singer, they said, how's that working out, living there with the hog farmer? And she said, "Oh, it's okay." She said the first few weeks was a little tense because she said I was practicing out on the back porch and I frightened the hogs. And it took a while for them to get used to me. And the guy said, "Well, I just got to ask you, like, how does an opera singer from Chicago wind up with an Indiana hog farmer? How did that happen? How did you do that?" And she said, "Well, I just chased him till he caught me." She chased me till I caught her. Oh, and I'm lucky to be found. You see, Mike and Betty's daughter, she turned my life around. Well, I had pushed away love. It was fading from my world till I saw it in the shape of Mike and Betty's girl. shake her daddy's hand. I can see her in his eyes. He gave her that smooth and easy going. And bless her darling mother, that's where the beauty lies. And my life is a better life just knowing. Knowing Mike and Betty raised her with love and honesty. Why, it's almost like they made her as a special gift for me. Somebody watching from somewhere up above said, let's give him the best we have to offer. They said, let's find a perfect angel, a beauty full of love. Let's give him Mike and Betty's daughter. So she chased me till I caught her. I was so dumb. I'm lucky to be found. You see, Mike and Betty's daughter, she turned my life around. Thank God he sent her down to turn my life around. I don't know if that's for me or for my beautiful wife. I hope that's for her. Thank y'all, man. That was going to be my last one, but they just came out and told me that the other band's running late, so I get to go a little longer. It wasn't that hard. When I walked by their van, I just poked that knife in the tire, and nobody will ever know it was me. So.
Till now.
Okay. Let's see, man. What? Oh, that's a good one. Might as well. Well, it sounds a lot like the last one I just did, but maybe I can change it around. 8 years old with a flour sack cape tied all around his neck. Climbing up on the garage, he's figuring what the heck. So he rolls his courage up so tight that the whole thing come unwound. He got a running start, but bless his heart, he headed for the ground. Well, he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your case. Well, he's all grown up with that flour sack cape tied all around his dreams. He's full of piss and vinegar, and he's busting at the seams. So he licks his finger and checks the wind. He said it's gonna be do or die. He wasn't scared of nothing, y'all. He's pretty sure he could fly. 'Cause he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your case. Now he's old and gray with that flour sack cape tied all around his head. And he's still jumping off the garage and will be till he's dead. All these years the people said he's acting like a kid. Well, he did not know that he could not fly, so he did. Because he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. You gotta spread your arms and hold your breath, y'all, and always trust your cape. Man, there's a lot of folks trusting their capes right now. Panama City and Mexico Beach, and probably all up and down the Gulf there between. We don't hear about that on the news, but I'm sure there's a lot of other people suffering. They're gonna have to trust their capes. Like I said over there at the barn, though, let's figure out a way to help them. You figure out how you can help, and I'll figure out how I can help, and somehow we'll get all these people back up and running, and we'll take care of them. We'll be one of those that knows that life is just a leap of faith. Y'all spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. And be one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Spread your arms and hold your breath, y'all, and always trust your cape. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'll see y'all in the morning at 10:45. Oh my God, 10:45. We can do it. We can do it.